Hey everyone, what's going on? I'm your host, Craig Burwell. Tonight's show, we have BrushPile Jigs, we have Beet Jigs, and then we're going to finish with Raccoon Creek Outfitters, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Dave Hoheisel, owner of the National Fishing Expos. I'd like to invite you to the new MillerTech National Fishing Expos Tackle and Tip Show hosted by Craig Burwell.
All right, everyone, welcome to the show. We are joined with Lee now from BrushPile Jigs. Lee, what's going on?
Hey, how we doing today, Greg?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Staying warm, are you?
We're trying. It's cold in Illinois. It's about 15 degrees, but we're giving it a shot.
Yeah, we are too up here in Ohio. So give us a little backstory on BrushPile Jigs, sir.
We started BrushPile Jigs probably about, I want to say 12 to 13 years ago now. It started in our pole barn out on a farm, and it was just me and a couple of friends of mine that were trying to make some lures at the time and have some fun, and we progressively got better, learned some technologies that some of the other manufacturers didn't have, and we understood marketing, so we just started going with it. And here we are 12 years later, a national brand in about 600 stores with 4 distributors, and we're just growing every day.
That's awesome. So, how many people do you have? How many people is involved with BrushPile?
Right now, I've probably got about 10 associates or employees, whatever you want to call it, that we have
Mm-hmm.
working with us right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So, do you guys also do the social media side of things, like produce TV shows and stuff?
We do not produce a TV show, but we
Okay.
do some social media. We've got TikTok, Instagram, all of those. We are going to, little spoiler alert, we are going to be dipping our toes into a podcast
Cool.
on our own as well. So that's up and coming. We've got some stuff coming in for that. So yeah, but we try to keep up to date on all the social media and keep our brand in front of everybody as much as we can.
Perfect. So, tell us a little bit about those products and what do you guys offer?
Wow, we have got all the way down from what we call a 1 inch baby, which is more of like an ice fishing lure or a subtle presentation, and we go all the way up to a 2.5 inch diver, which is a solid body tube,
Mm-hmm.
2.5 inches. We've got 42 colors in most of those. Some of
Mm-hmm.
those we have in laminates. We have like a shad body laminate, and the 1 inch baby is also a laminate. We've got those in 24 colors
Wow.
offered right now.
Wow. So, that's a lot of stuff. So, at the National Fishing Expos, what deals are you going to have for the people walking through?
This year it's going to be fun. We normally do a 7 for 20 at the National Fishing Expo. Everybody's used to that. We have kicked it up a notch here this year, and we are going to do a 10 for 40, and you get a free piece of swag. So you're either going to get a baseball cap or a stocking cap or a t-shirt. Whatever you want, you get it. 10 for 40. You get 10 bags of plastics and that piece of merch. So that's what's new this year that we're going to let everybody at the show have.
Wow, you guys are busy. So I gotta know. So with the guys coming on the show, give the viewers one product and one tip that you cannot leave the boat dock with. One product you offer.
That's easy. Monkey milk. Get yourself our 2 inch monkey milk hammer and a 16th ounce jig head. And if there's a crappie in that lake, they will hit monkey milk in the 2 inch hammer with that jig head. Casting it, vertical jigging it, under a bobber, pretty much anything.
What
If you
pound
want to use it
test
under the
line,
ice,
rod? Go ahead.
let's go with the 7.5 foot medium action rod, and I would go with, if you pin me down, I would go a 6 pound vicious high vis, unless it's super clear water. Then I'm going to go to a clearer line. But yeah, other than that, that's where I'm at.
Well, Lee, I got one more question. How can people find you right now? If they have more questions, how can they find you?
BrushPileJig.com. We've got our own website. On that website, we've got links to all of our social media. We also have Facebook, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we are on LinkedIn, and I think that's it for now. But any new social medias that come up, you can bet we'll be on there and have a presence on there as well.
Wow. All right. Well, Lee, thanks, guys. If you're at the National Fishing X Show, make sure to stop by BrushPile Jigs. Like I said, like he said, you get free swag with the purchase. So stop by, say hi, guys. If you have any questions, Lee, thanks for being on. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Craig. We appreciate you, and we will see you in a couple weeks.
We will see you, buddy. Have a good day. All right, guys, that was Lee from BrushPile Jigs. Up next, we have Dave with Beet Jigs. But first, here's a message from our friends. All right, everyone, welcome back to the show. And if you are interested in a MillerTech battery, check out MillerTechEnergy.com. But up next, right now, we have Dave with Beet Jigs. Dave, what's going on, bud?
Oh, not much. Just loving this great weather.
Yeah, we just talked a little bit before we got on, and you said you got a heat wave coming. Tell them how much the heat wave is.
I think we'll make 34 degrees today, they're saying. So,
I love it. Gonna have to start sunbathing right
yeah.
here shortly. All right, let's get into it. So, you're a jig company. Can you give us a little backstory on how you got started, Dave?
Our name is Beet Jigs,
Mm-hmm.
and the name describes our jigs as Big Eye, Easy Tie.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Very
all
cool.
came about with me fishing with a buddy of mine, and he came down with an eye disease and basically could not see hardly. And you got them regular little jig hooks, and it's hard to get 6 pound line through there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was also fishing with my dad, another elderly gentleman, and I spent more time tying on than I was fishing for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of come home and got some welding wire from my welder, and I started twisting it around and deciding, why can't we have a bigger eye on there? I used to tournament bass fish, and just come up with the ideal. And did a couple prototypes, tried it, with wire and stuff, and finally sent it out and found a manufacturer to make me a good number 2 black nickel hook of ours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's where it all kind of started at.
Well, that's awesome. So, I knew a little bit about the product, and I've seen it. So, can you tell us what size of weights they come in? What
Uh,
size of heads? Do you got different heads? What do you have for product line?
we right now we're only offering a ball style head.
Okay.
We're starting out. Figured that's the most common general jig. Let's see how this takes off. We have them in 1/32, 1/16, and 1/8 ounce jigs. And the 1/16 comes in a yellow, a green, and a pink, and the same with the 1/8 ounce. The 30 seconds we have not been painting, and right now we're hoping for Columbus is to have some white on hand and some black on hand
Mm-hmm.
in the 16th and 1/8 ounce.
So on these, it's crappie panfish style jigs, correct?
Yes, and
Yeah.
they've caught. I've got several 4+ and a 5+ pound bass on them. While you're
I'm
crappie
sure.
fishing, you'll always catch them.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Jerry McCready out of Arkansas using them with crappie holic, and
Mm-hmm.
he caught. I can't remember. I want to say a 26-pound flathead on it.
Mm-hmm.
Brought it into the boat, and it withheld up to that.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's a cool product because there are a lot of anglers, and as I get older, I'm noticing like tying hooks and things like that. I'm pretty lucky, but my dad, there's my aunts, and I mean, there's a lot of people that, hey, I can't see that, run that through there. So what you guys are doing is actually super cool. So I'm excited to see the product at the National Fishing Expo. So at the show, are you going to have any deals going on at the show?
Yeah, we're redoing our pricing right now, trying to
Okay.
get a better show special.
Mm-hmm.
They're cheaper than on the website, and we're probably looking right around for a 10 pack to be right at $4.
Okay.
And we also offer 25 packs to be right at $11.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just putting it. That's where we're playing with right now. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll have to double check that at the show. But that's going to be the basis. And then if we do get 100 packs, we're going to have a special pricing on 100 packs.
Okay, so where could they get them right now? If they wanted to check out your product, where can they find it right now?
They go to beetjigs.square.site.
Okay.
And also you can find us on Facebook at Beet Jigs. And the link to the website is there too.
That's awesome. And Beet stands for Big Eye.
Easy tie.
Easy tie. I like it. Dave, that is awesome. Guys, gals, if you're interested, National Fishing Expo, Dave, Beet Jigs. Dave, we appreciate you being on, and we will see you at the expo, sir.
All right. Thank y'all. We're looking for a good show.
All right, we'll see you down there.
All right.
Stay
Thank
warm,
y'all.
buddy. All
Yeah,
right,
we'll
later.
try.
All right, fishing friends, that was Dave from Beet Jigs. But after the break, we have Dustin Hoy from Raccoon Creek Outfitters. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Now we are joined by Dustin from Raccoon Creek Outfitters. Dustin, what's going on?
Hey, how we all doing today, guys?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. How's the weather where you're at? It looks a little warmer than our weather up north.
It's 11 degrees.
Oh, it's
So,
11 degrees. Dang, it's nice and sunny. We're overcast. We're at 12 degrees, so you're actually colder than
okay.
us. So,
Yep.
so
It's colder, but definitely the sun's shining, so we're taking it. So,
that's good. Yeah, I would take that sunshine. So, give us the backstory on Raccoon Creek Outfitters.
so Raccoon Creek Outfitters is been in operation for about, I think we're going into our 8th season.
Wow, good.
It'd be the 5th season for the gear shop. We
Well,
also do
congratulations.
rentals,
Mm-hmm.
the camping, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at potentially building a few cabins this late winter to early spring.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of looking forward to maybe starting that project. So
So,
yeah,
is this something that's been in the family? Is it father, son? I mean, how'd this all
it's
get
it's
started?
not. Actually, the little back history on me. In high school, just out of high school, I worked for an outfitter up in the Hocking Hills area in
Oh
Southern
yeah.
Ohio.
Mm-hmm. That's my
Um,
neck of the woods. So,
okay,
Seven Rivers Marine, Coolsville, Ohio.
okay, yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's not too far away then.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So keep going.
Yep. So I worked for them for about 11 years, managed their shop and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and the rental aspect. Got out of it. Went and got as my family said, I need to get a real job.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and did construction and stuff like that for a few years,
Mm-hmm.
and basically kind of hated it. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
the delivery lifestyle and the atmosphere, and
Mm-hmm.
so my wife and I decided, hey, let's pull the trigger and make it happen. So we started hunting, found some property that we really liked. We ended up
Mm-hmm.
buying 65 acres, a big barn on it. It used to be an old working farm, like a dairy farm,
Mm-hmm.
and we turned it into a canoe livery. So,
Nice. So,
yeah.
so what is the product that you guys are offering? Hunting, fishing, guided trips, non-guided trips. What are you guys doing over there?
Basically non-guided trips. I
Mm-hmm.
have done a few guided trips for some individuals that bought boats, that kind of stuff, or
Mm-hmm.
just want that extra experience of being on the water with somebody that can help them get on some fish in
Mm-hmm.
the creek river style of
Mm-hmm.
fishing.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing pretty decent on lakes, but the idea of paddling, small water creeks, that kind of stuff was a little intimidating for them. So I jumped on the water with them when I had just phenomenal days on the water. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
you offer a little bit of everything. So from the boat, so you do boat sales as well over there. So you're like full service.
we are. We're definitely a full service. We have a couple guys, Justin Turner and Brett Chumley.
Yeah.
That works in our shop full time. They're phenomenal guys doing rigging.
Yeah.
So we actually outfit boats for motors, fish finders, brackets,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much about anything that you guys anybody wants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We will figure it out, make it look clean and professional, and kind of the top gear.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then we carry basically all the big brands of kayaks. We carry Bonafide, Native, Liquid Logic for our wreck and whitewater
Mm-hmm.
guys and gals. We also carry Crescent kayaks and New Canoe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
New Canoe's been a big seller for us the past year for the guys into the catfishing,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. So
Wow, super, super busy. So, what will you have at the National Fishing Expos as far as deals going on?
we will have just about everything in our shop.
Okay.
we usually try to host one of the biggest booths. So it's one of them that we bring. I think right now we're looking at around 45 boats, 50 boats, something like that. We're at the show.
Wow.
Along with all the top gear and accessories from Motor Guide Motors XI3s to Yak Attack, Yak Gadget.
Wow.
Yeah, basically pretty much about everything.
Anything for kayaks. Yeah.
Yep, pretty much. Paddles, life jackets. So it's a one-stop shop. You can come in, you can actually pick out a boat, vests, we're fit everything for you. And kind of make sure when you walk out of there, you don't need anything and you're, set up for
The way you
success.
need to be set
So,
up, and that's
yeah.
key for success. You just don't buy a nice kayak and just go out there and put everything on. Everything, I mean, the batteries and everything, yeah, for all the electronics nowadays. So how can they find you, the kayak anglers, right now, if they want some more information?
Um, Social media right now, Facebook is kind of our biggest
Mm-hmm.
draw.
Mm-hmm.
And the shows. We're doing some show specials. We're actually taking $100 off of each kayak.
Boom. Cool.
Um, we're also
Nice.
doing if you buy a kayak, we're giving an additional 10% off of all your accessories,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff you want to add on to it. And that 10% is actually good for a year.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Because a lot of folks, and we don't try to push, oh, you're going to need all these extra accessories that you're never
Mm-hmm.
going to use.
Mm-hmm.
We try to set you up with the basics of what most anglers or folks that will want.
Mm-hmm.
Cup holders, couple rod holders, something of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Then after you get into boat, spend a little bit of time, say, man, really wish I had this anchor trolley, or I wish I had an anchor wizard up front or on back,
Mm-hmm.
something of that nature. And you come back in, still, get some discounts, that kind of stuff, help save some extra money.
Nice.
Or if you buy a boat and decide, hey, I want to midsummer, you know what? I'd really like to have a motor on this,
Mm-hmm.
and we can kind of take care of you on that too. So
Wow. So if they wanted to look at boats that you've done up, do you guys got pictures on your Facebook? Do you got a
we do.
website
We
or
have,
just okay?
yep, we have some on our website, but mostly on our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then a lot of YouTube stuff. If you go on YouTube, if you just type in Raccoon Creek Outfitters, um, we personally haven't posted anything,
Mm-hmm.
but we have a lot of guys and gals that's fishing our boats, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's tagged us in a lot of videos, that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, of the rigs and walkthroughs and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely worth kind of checking out and kind of going through there.
Wow.
So,
So, guys, all you kayak anglers, check it out. Raccoon Creek Outfitters, Dustin Hoy. So, man, Dustin, thanks for being on. We appreciate your time, and we will see you at the show, buddy.
all right. Hey, just one other really
Yeah,
quick thing.
go
If
ahead.
you guys do come up to the Columbus Expo,
Mm-hmm.
the National Expo,
National Fishing Expo. Yep.
yep, the National Fishing Expo, come definitely check out our booth. Meet some of our fishing team and everybody else we have there. We got some of the top anglers in Ohio. That's part of our team and kind of
Mm-hmm.
help support the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And everything from lake guys, Robert Weicker, Kyle McInerney.
Mm-hmm.
You got the river guys. You got like Matt Davis. You got Michael
Oh.
Jennings and Reed Carpenter. But we also will have Drew Gregory coming and hanging
Mm-hmm.
out in our booth.
Mm-hmm.
He's won multiple Angler of the Year stuff for Bassmaster and everything else. Um, so yeah, if you just want to come and chit chat with some of the top guys and learn some great information from those guys and have one-on-one conversations with them. I know a couple of them are doing some seminars and that kind of stuff there at the show. So actually being able to come and have one-on-one conversations in the booth with them. And the other thing is that we're doing something we did last year and kind of growing it into this year is we're doing a custom kayak rigging show or competition. So if you have kind of a cool kayak, everything from just a plain Jane, just throw it in the creek and go, or a river or lake and go fishing, to guys. Last year we had Q. Had a Hobie with 2 big graphs on it, I think 12-inch graphs with motors, and we had guys with added radios and speakers and stuff like that. So yeah, come check out the Custom Kayak Show. It's definitely worth checking out. It's it was a big draw last year. We're actually gonna have a bunch of new boats in there this year. So we've got catfishing guys bringing all their rigs to the bass guys, the guys that are just kind of checking out the boat just for the show, just the kind of what kind of extreme things can we do to this kayak.
What is one thing that guys overlook on their kayak that you say is a must?
The one thing I think most people is their paddle.
Okay.
Believe it or not, a lot of guys think, "Hey, I got a motor, I've got a pedal drive system, something like that." So they really get cheap or not a paddle that fits their boat or them. And if you're anything like me, and I'm a ACA kayak instructor with a fishing endorsement, and with that, some of the techniques that we've learned through taking those classes, having a good paddle, lightweight, something that fits you and your boat. The pedal drive and the motor is great to get you to a spot, but you can use your paddle to help position your boat to get you in quiet into those spots. And if it doesn't fit you right and fits the boat right, you're splashing, you're still making a lot of noise versus being kind of stealthy and getting into those spots. So
wow, a paddle. So okay, Dustin, we kept you long enough. We appreciate your time. We appreciate everything, and we will see you at the show. Cool.
Hey, looking forward to it. Definitely,
All right.
Craig. Thank you for having us, and we will see you in a few weeks.
In a few weeks. We'll see you, buddy. Have a good day.
All right,
Stay warm.
that's
All
it.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, y'all. That's a wrap on tonight's show. Thanks for joining us. Lee, Dave, Dustin, thank you as well. Guys, gals, if you've seen anything in tonight's show that you are interested in, check the links in the descriptions. All the product will be listed in the description and how to get a hold of the vendors. And if you're interested in becoming a vendor or just coming to the show, check out the nationalfishingexpos.com. Guys, gals, like I always say, until next time, good fishing. I'm out.